Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day and welcome to my channel. And this is, yes, Donna Can Cook. And my recipe for today is pork chops with mashed potatoes and stuffing on top with gravy over top of the pork chops. And for my gravy, I'm using leftover French onion soup mix that I made the other day, and I just froze it. So I'm going to just thicken that up with some cornstarch. And yeah, I hope you're going to enjoy this recipe. I hope you might try it. You can make it your own. You could, if you don't want to use pork chops, you could use chicken. You could use ground beef, ground pork, veal, whatever you like, whatever you and your family like. So yeah, so let's get started, and we'll get right into it, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to bring it down so you can see the stove. Okay, and I'm sorry if I don't normally have my window covered, but I noticed there's a bit of a glare coming in today, and we were supposed to get rain, and we haven't had any rain yet, so I hope you guys can see. So I do apologize about the glare. All right. So here my frying pan, my cast iron frying pan, I've got some olive oil and butter, and I'm just going to turn on to start melting it and getting the oil hot. So I turn that on, and over here on the back I have my pork chops, which I washed and dried, and I haven't seasoned yet. I'm going to season as I go along. And the seasonings that I'm going to be using is onion powder, about a tablespoon, garlic powder, about another tablespoon, and some Vegeta, and that's about a tablespoon, or well, maybe they're about 2 tablespoons. I don't measure, I usually just pour. And some black pepper, and this is my cornstarch that I'll be thickening the gravy with. And in this bowl, I have my stuffing mix. And in this bowl, I have my instant potatoes. I have 3 packs of instant potatoes in this bowl, and 2 packs of stuffing in this bowl. Okay? So how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope everybody's staying safe and are healthy, and yeah, it's some crazy times we're in right now, and it's unfortunate that we have to be going through these crazy times. So yeah, I don't know like where everybody's from. I live in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and the weather's been up and down. One day it's nice and warm, next day it's freezing. We've had a bit of snow this month. It's just been crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so my oil is good and hot. Oh, and by the way, I have my oven preheated at 360. So, because when I put this all together, I'm going to toss it in the oven probably for about 30 minutes or so, just to get the potatoes and stuffing nice and brown and crispy on top. All right, I'm going to turn my oil down a little bit. I'm turning it down to about 7 or so. All right, here we go. And I only can put a couple in at a time because some of these pork chops are larger than others, so I have to probably start with 2 because one is bigger than the other here. So yeah. And sorry if you hear background noise, it's my son. He's doing his online school right now. He's out of school at 10 after 3. So if you do hear him in the background, I apologize, because he's just in the next room in the living room doing his schoolwork. So, yeah. So if you like this, I hope you try it, and Yeah, I hope you enjoy my channel. I'm going to be trying to upload a couple of videos, maybe twice a week, on cooking and that. Because now with COVID and I have to be home with my son, I'm kind of get bored during the day, and I thought, why not? And my family, they love my cooking, and they're always saying, Mom, like, why don't you do a few cooking videos on YouTube and that? So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try and see how it goes. If people like it, then I'll continue doing it. So, and I love watching cooking shows. Oh my gosh, I watch so many of them. I have so many favorites that I enjoy, and some really great recipes. Actually, I kind of got this idea off of another YouTuber. I think her name's Jan Carson. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And she comes up with some really, really great recipes. But what she did was she had whole potatoes, and she sliced them up and then put them in the bottom of her casserole dish, and then she fried up her chicken. She had chicken breast, I think it was, and she sliced that up into small pieces, and then she put that on top, and then she put her stuff. She just made stuffing. She didn't make the potatoes, and then her stuffing on top, and it looked really good. That can go a little longer. Now I'm not going to cook these all the way through because they're going to finish cooking in the oven. So I just want to get both sides browned and season them, and then I'm going to transfer them into my casserole dish, and then I'll make my stuffing and potato mixture, and yeah, and make the gravy and pop her in the oven. So it should be good. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to put my kettle on. I'm going to need hot water for my potatoes and stuffing. Oh, they already smell good, and they haven't even got anything on them yet. But I love pork chop. One thing cooking with cooking with olive oil and butter together, it can be quite splatty. But I like the flavor it gives. I just turn that down a little bit more because it's splatting all over me. So I'm going to move this bowl of the way because as they get ready, I'm going to transfer them. So I'm going to add some seasoning. So this is my onion powder. Ooh. And then my garlic powder. And I'm not adding salt because the vegeta is quite salty, so I think that gives it enough salt to it. My husband's the one who got me liking vegeta. His father is originally from Yugoslavia, and this is a seasoning that is very popular over there. And yeah, they sell it here pretty much in any grocery store. I've seen it almost in every grocery store I shop in, so you can pretty well get it anywhere. And then some black pepper. And then I'm going to flip it one more time, and then once the other side's brown, give it another seasoning, and then toss it in my casserole dish. They're getting nice and brown now. So how's everybody liking having the kids home and doing online learning? It can be challenging at times, I know. Some days My son likes to course around and not do his schoolwork properly, and I have to get on him about it. So. One bonus about having them home, though, is you don't have to worry about packing lunches every day and coming up with different ideas for their lunch boxes. Stuck a little bit. All right, we got her. Okay. A little bit more brown. I'm going to turn it around this way. Awesome. Okay, now I'm going to add some seasoning to this side. I'm so excited to try this. It's my first time cooking it. Like I said, I got the idea off of another YouTuber, and I didn't have chicken on hand, so I thought, oh, I got those pork chops. I'm going to try it with pork chops. So, I hope my husband likes this, because he's a meat and potato guy. So usually pretty much everything I cook he likes. And when I do different experiments with different recipes and stuff, he usually gives me the thumbs up. Sometimes he'll even say, "You're going to make that again?" Okay. I'm going to flip it one more time just to sear in that seasoning. And then I'm going to transfer it into my pan. Or sorry, my casserole dish. Okay. Now these have bone in. So the only thing is when we eat them, because we're going to have the stuffing and everything over top, I'm just going to add a little bit more oil in my pan. We just have to be careful when we cut into it that we don't hit the bone. Alright, so I'm gonna pause for a moment, finish frying up my pork chops, and then I'll get you back on in a few minutes. So see you in a few. Hi, welcome back. Alright, so my pork chops are done frying. I've got them in the pan, the casserole dish, and I'm just about to start to make my instant potatoes. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to add some hot water. I don't measure, I just go by the consistency that I like. So yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more water. Still not quite incorporate it. It's always handy to have instant potatoes on hand for when you're throwing a recipe together, or you just want to have a quick side to go with your meal. They're so easy to whip up. Now I normally would add milk, but I'm not going to add milk to them, just because I'm going to incorporate the stuffing with it. But I am going to add some butter. Butter here, so they still will be creamy with the butter added. And you can use any flavor. I got herb and butter and herb flavor potatoes. You can get homemade, like the homemade style. I think there's a garlic one too. So yeah, so I put about a tablespoon of butter in there. All mixed in. Okay. Okay, that looks good mixed. Okay, now I'm going to switch bowls. Bring over my stuffing. And this you don't need a lot of water. I just pour a little at a time. Normally I would do it on the stove, but I'm doing it fast today. Needs a bit more water. Another good tip, when I make my meatloaf, I put a box or two of stovetop stuffing in the meatloaf. Oh, and it gives it an awesome flavor. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day, on how I make my meatloaf. Okay, now I'm going to add some butter to this. I think because I do enjoy cooking. I think I enjoy it so much because my grandmother was an amazing cook. She had 8 children, and we're originally from Prince Edward Island. And back then, you know, it was hard times, and she was the one who stayed home with the children, and my grandfather, he, you know, worked general labor type of jobs and stuff. And my grandmother just knew how to cook everything and anything, because everything was pretty much homemade. She would make preservatives, bread, biscuits, cookies, cakes. Oh, and every Sunday would have a roast or turkey or something on the table. Yeah, and I used to spend a lot of time as a little girl in the kitchen with my grandmother. And sadly, we lost her when I was 10. She was only 52. She had breast cancer, and she wasn't able to fight it. But for those 10 years, I was in the kitchen all the time with her. You know, and when I was like younger, she would give me my own little bit of dough to roll and stuff, and yeah, she taught me a lot. And my mom too. My mom was a really good cook. I remember a lot of great things my mom made growing up, and so I think I just kind of got the knack from my family and learning things as we go along. And, you know, I've made tweaks to some of my grandmother's recipes and some of my mom's, and that made it kind of my own. So yeah, so you just want to mix your potatoes and stuffing together. Get it all incorporated. Yeah, it smells so good. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Try this. It's pretty simple too. Make sure you're stuffing in every mouthful when you eat. I know there'll be potatoes because there's always tons of potatoes. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so now let me just give my hands a little wash. Dry them off. Okay, get my kettle back over here out of the way. So now I'm going to turn you around. So after I was done frying up my pork chops, I poured my French onion soup in the skillet after I drained out the grease. But I kept all those good little bits off the meat in that. So I'm going to get this to come to a boil. And then I'm going to make a slurry with the cornstarch to thicken it. I'm going to pour it over top of my chops. And then put the potato and stuffing mixture on top and pop her in the oven for about 30-35 minutes or so, just until you know your pork chops are fully cooked and the potato and stuffing mixture's got a nice bit of a crusty topping on it. So yeah, so it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. I just want to give my stove a wipe off here because grease splat and it's kind of greasy. And that drives me nuts. I can't stand splats and that. I guess is my pet peeve. So. I am so looking forward to summer. I hope you all are looking forward to it too. Cannot wait to have those nice warm temperatures and be able to sit out back and barbecue and enjoy the weather. Yeah, it's going to be nice. Hopefully things will change with this COVID and they'll open up some more things so we can enjoy the summer even more. But who knows? Because last year was the first year of my whole life of living here in Hamilton that we have a park called Victoria Park and it has a pool in it. And as a kid, me and my brother swam in that, my kids swam in it. And last year was the first year that pool was not open because of COVID. And it's so shocking to think that our norm has changed within a blink of an eye, you know? It's just amazing that life is the way it is now. So I'm going to have to figure out a better system for my tablet because when I'm not doing anything too exciting, like I'm just waiting for this to boil, it's kind of nice if you saw my face. But yeah, so I got to figure out a better system here somehow, some way, and get the right angles and that. So I'm just going to start mixing up my cornstarch. I got about probably maybe 2.5 tablespoons. I might not have to use it all. And I'm just going to add some cold water to it. And then, yep, this is getting bubbly. I'm going to just turn it down a bit. I don't want it to over bubble. So yeah, just bear with me. And we're going to pour some of this in. And I just pour a little at a time until I get the right consistency I want of thickness. I was glad I remembered I had the French onion soup in the freezer. So I thought, oh, that'll be a perfect gravy. See how that's thickening up nicely? think that's good. I don't think I'm going to need any more. I like that consistency. Just turn it down a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. It's really nice. I'm just going to give it a little taste, make sure I don't need to add anything to it. I'm pretty sure I don't, because all those flavors from the meat and that are in there. Oh no, that's good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to turn it off. Set it at the back for a minute while I get everything ready to assemble. Okay. So now we're going to get everything ready to put the chops and that in the oven. Okay. I'm going to use my spoon. Ladle that out.
Guys, I know who it is. I know who it is. I know who it is.
Put it over top. Okay.
Listen to me, Phil. Who's walking with your body? Phil. Who's walking with your body? Phil. Phil.
Oh, my mouth is watering. I cannot wait to try. I wish I could
It's Phil.
send it through the internet for everybody to have a bite.
We killed Duke and must be walking with me without expecting me. Yes. Okay.
Something else that would go good with this is some biscuits, but I'm low on flour, so I don't have enough flour to make biscuits, but that would be nice to go with it. Could do mushroom gravy, brown gravy, beef gravy, probably any kind of gravy, turkey gravy or chicken gravy. Since I'm using turkey stuffing, but to me they both taste the same, chicken or turkey stuffing. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, you can make this totally your own, whatever you like. Last little bit out. Okay, looks good. All right, and just got a little bit on the edges. I'm going to grab a paper towel and wipe that off.
Wait, who is it? Who is it? Wait, who is it? Oh, wait, what? Ow!
Okay.
Wait, ow! Ow, I'm just out of
All right, now we're going to add our potato mixture over top. So yummy looking. I think I can put the rest on and oops. Whoops a daisy. Okay. I'm gonna use a fork. Mash better. Yeah, that's much better. And spoon, all covered. And I'm probably going to put pan underneath my casserole, just in case the gravy should bubble up a bit over the sides. Oh, I want to eat it right now. It looks so good. Okay, I think that's good. All right. Put this in the casserole. Hopefully it fits in this pan. I think I've used it. Yeah. Okay, and we're going to pop her in the oven at 360 for about 30 to 35 minutes. And I'll be back when it's cooked and show you the finished product. Okay, see you then. Hi everybody, welcome back. So I just took my casserole out of the oven. It smells great, it looks great. Can't wait to try it. So I'm going to hold my tablet up here so you can have a peek at what it looks like. It turned out really nice. I cannot wait. It smells so good. I wish I could send it through to use have a snip of it. Whoops. Sorry guys. Sorry. So anyways, sorry about that bit of an interruption, but my son came out to the kitchen and asked me something. So anyways, I'm going to plate one and show you what it looks like. I'll plate it, and I'm going to have a little taste of it and let you know what it tastes like. Okay? So I'll be back with you in 1 minute. All right. Okay, let's get one of these bad boys out of here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm at the golf area right now.
Sorry about that background noise. It's my son. He's playing his Switch right now, and when he's on his headset, he doesn't realize how loud he can be sometimes. So yes, I'm putting some gravy over top of it. Grab my fork. And just give me a minute, everybody. I'm going to move you up so you can... Sorry. And guess what? I got gravy on my screen. Technical difficulties sometimes, I tell ya. Yeah. Hang on, let me wipe that gravy off my screen before it hardens. There we go. Okay. right, let's give this bad boy a taste. Oh, the cut's really nice. Well, maybe I need a knife. Just I got it on the. Bear with me, everybody. Yeah. Okay, it's potato and stuffing. Just cooling it down. It's a little hot. Oh my goodness. That is so good. So good. Oh my God. That is so good. Really good. My husband's going to enjoy dinner tonight, that's for sure. Oh yeah, that is really good. I really recommend trying this. And like I said, you can use any kind of meat, whatever your family prefers. And yeah, it's worth a try. It really is. I'm going to have one more bite. So good. So good. Well, again, I thank you all for watching my video. Hope you give this a try. Like I said, it's worth it. It's really good. And yeah, I look forward to sharing another cooking video with you within the next day or two maybe. And if you like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you know when I have new videos uploaded. Alright, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.